Hello everybody, I'm Wroughtstream, and I'm here with another episode of A Dance in Fire and Ice. And we have the 4-key viewer today. Yes, we are playing another tech level for today. And, we're also doing some viewer suggestions as well. And as much as I'd love to throw in a couple of constellations here and there, I have been noticing that, the constellations that I have left for last, there's kind of a reason why I left them for last, as my friend has told me that there are some really tough ones in there that I have to spend some time on probably to complete. And currently, I'm not really in a position to, play really long periods of time in a Do-Fi. At least, without just, completely neglecting other, things that I have to do in life, my responsibilities, but that's fine. We'll find time for it eventually. But for right now, we're gonna play some viewer suggestions, have a good time, and let's just get started with the spinner, I guess. Let's go. Let's do it. As you can see, every single time, you see it's getting slightly wider the more times we do this. 100 on the dot. Okay. Well, let's see what was my 100th custom that I ever played. I really don't remember too much about this one, to be quite frank with you, but I guess we'll try it out right now, see if I get some memories back. Okay, well, here we go. I'm trying to remember what this level really was actually. I mean, it was a constellation, so that's what I remember about it. I mean, admittedly, I think the first 100 levels, with a couple of exceptions, but most of them are constellation levels. All right. So yeah. But I mean, of course, I don't remember the description. If I remember the description of every single constellation level, that'd be kind of insane. This definitely has some interesting camera, though, I will say. Oh god, I saw double wrap. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna go the full speed, but no, it wasn't that. Well, ripped the pure perfect, I guess. I probably already got an E perfect earlier anyway, but whatever. Here we go. Keep on getting thrown off by random stuff constantly. Alright. That was some interesting mid-spin usage. Although it kind of did remind me of Neo Cosmos mid-spin usage, honestly. Alright. I feel like the song keeps on trying to build up to something, but then it just quickly calms down once again, But then again, I guess it's just because the song is going by so quickly, but it's the, little speed thing that I put on the song, I will say this is an interesting way to try Tricilos. Because generally they kind of go upwards instead of horizontally, but I guess this is fine. Oh yeah, is this why I think this is why I've rated it advanced, because this might be a bit disorienting. But hey, we should be fine. Go to the straight line of glory. Alright. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Thank God. I was like, because I realized that's kind of the same offbeat pattern that came up a little bit early in the chart, but the camera didn't scroll down far enough. I don't know, sometimes that happens in speed trials, I think, where the camera is for some reason a little slow to catch up with the with the actual level events for some reason. I don't know. That sometimes happens. It's a little weird glitch, and it only happens on a few custom levels for some reason. Anyway, that was a neat little warm-up, and I guess we'll start getting started on the viewer suggestions. Oh crap, I did not mean to immediately start the level, but this is a name I cannot pronounce, composed by Like, literally, that's the composer's name, I'm not lying. And, it's charted by another name that I cannot pronounce, by the way. But, for the reason why they suggest this level, well, there's no reason to suggest it at all, so I'm kind of just starting. Maybe I started this a little bit prematurely, but that's fine. But, hey, we'll find a way to work it out. I will say, this song feels oddly nostalgic for some reason. Very slow, actually. I was not expecting the chart to be this slow, like, holy crap. See, I saw like a double rev, and I was like, oh crap, it's gonna like actually go fast, but no, it's still just this speed. Honestly, I think it's just the combination of red twirls and quadruple rabbits that are just scaring me in this level. But hey, nice little chillaxing level. Probably should like put more of these. I guess I couldn't have really known if they just, you know, had no listed reason for why they suggested the level to me in the first place, you know? But, it's okay. I was like thinking like maybe like in between tough customs I could play the chill, nice, easy one. Oh, there you go. See, I thought this was gonna be the speed, but nope. It's like, goes back into being like instantly slow again. Unless that was, you know, that might have just been this song's like double BPM, you know? It's kind of funny to think about it, that way. Oh, look at this, another double BPM section coming. Yeah, look at this. I'm not lying though, this is kind of the double BPM of this song, you know? Even though I think that is the actual BPM of the song. Actually, I don't know. It's certainly a multiple of the BPM, I guess you could say. But I mean, then again, I guess you could say that about anything about speed changes, as they're commonly a multiple of them. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say, but it's okay. This is a pretty long song, actually. I just realized. I feel like I've been here for a little while. But then again, I guess it's just because, you know, I'm not like hyper focused, so you know, it's not like time's like passing by really quickly. We are getting some nice U-turn action though. But yeah, I mean, so far, like, just looking at the visuals, yeah, this is a pretty vibey level, though, I will say, you know? Like, so far, it feels pretty nice. So, you know, I will respect that, you know? Well, that was a little interesting section right there. Look at that, pretty close to the pure perfect. I mean, yeah, I mean, I could probably like even pure perfect this if I like put this on like a speed trial or something. But yeah, that was a nice little vibey song, nice little vibey chart. And I guess we'll start moving on to the next viewer suggestion, I guess. All right, here we go. Next up, we got another chart on our hands, and it's from another pretty well-known charter. If you've watched through all my videos, you probably already know this chart, as I've played a lot of their charts already, and this is just another viewer suggestion of their charts. And yeah, that's kind of the reason for why they suggested this level, is because they like this creator a lot. XE-1, Irregular Triangle. Let's go. 12X reference. Literally, though. Alright. XE-2, Broken Starship. Oh, there's like a little... I don't. That's a little weird of a like. There's like a weird delay on that second note right there. I don't know how to describe it, but that's a little funky. Not bad though. Not bad. I mean, it's certainly manageable. XE-3 steep hills and trees. Oh. Weird swing offbeats, I will say. So far, I do like that tile vibe though. Like this looks pretty nice so far. There's definitely some funky rhythms going on here. So we have Amazing to Me, charted by Rhea. Or not, wait, did I say charted by Rhea? I meant to say Amazing to Me, composed by Rhea, and charted by Damning. And let's just go. I guess go for it. Normal? Oh, it sucks actually kind of fast. I did not expect that, but that's fine. We will do it. Because, I mean, I played like things that are way faster. I mean, maybe the swing off meets might get me, so you know, you never know. You never know. I'm human after all. Oh. I was not expecting this song to have lyrics, but okay. It's all good though. Oh, that's interesting though. This song does have like these right triangles. Because typically swing songs don't usually have those right triangles. They just usually just have regular triangles in their stead. Yeah, this is a pretty vibey rhythm. I will say that like those are some really funky like pauses in swing. I've never gotten like used to like outside turns in swing. They're really funky to play, but I'm sure I'll get used to them if I just see them more often. Like that's the thing. Like I think the reason why I'm not great at them is just because I don't see them that often. You usually only deal with like interior swing angles, really. So yeah. I think, are we going up? We're going again? Alright. Unless, like, I mean, let's be real with ourselves. I think there might be some little funky switch-ups here, maybe. Although if it is the same rhythm, I mean, I'm playing it. Bam! Wow. Okay. that was a pretty solid chart. I mean, of course, I always like damning charts as always, but I really do like the swing rhythms here. They're really pretty nice to play. Kind of go along with it pretty well. And also, additional note, got close to a pure perfect again, but unfortunately got an L perfect. All right, so we got Inflamer, composed by Overnote and charted by Yule, and just really like. No comment for why I should play this level, so let's just go for it. You know, I did get introduced to Overnote's like music through this game, and honestly, you know, I've been listening to a couple of their tracks, and they seem pretty nice actually. I really like enjoying listening to them. And I'm sure I haven't listened to this one though, so I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna also enjoy this one as well. Already gives off a pretty nice vibe in the beginning. Liking the variety here. Oh yeah, look at this. Wow, okay. Oh, what do you call that? That's some funky stuff right there. It's like a Tricila that goes into like a 3-point turn, and then it goes into another Tricila. I don't know how to describe that besides just saying that. Ooh. That was some, okay. Song's already kind of throwing a couple of tricks at me, I will say. I mean, kind of threw that little, like, irregular stuff at me, but that's fine. Oh, wow. I thought for a second, like, the song was about to end, but okay. Seems like it's going a little bit longer. Like, I thought, like, we were gonna, like, slow down after we got through that chorus. Oh, there you go. I see the ending right there. Never mind, I was correct. I mean, I was about to say, unless they do, like, a debate at me at the end, you know? Alright, yeah, that was a pretty nice chart, though. I mean, not, like, too crazy with the camera or with the visual. I mean, the visuals were pretty nice. I do really like them. But, you know, it wasn't, like, too crazy to a point where you might get a little distracted from it. But there are definitely a lot of rhythms you gotta look out for, I guess, from the main game. Really nice little neat chart, though. I did enjoy it. Velvet Road, composed by Plum and charted by a name I cannot pronounce. They thought that this was a neat little swing chart. Wanted me to try out this one, you know, just to get some more swing into the gameplay, I guess. I don't know. I mean, that's what they said, so yeah, I guess we'll just start some nice swing gameplay. Can't complain about that. Well said. This is some fast swing gameplay, though. Not that I'm complaining, but might get a little tricky if they start introducing some of the more complex stuff. Ooh. Yeah, this is... Oh god, I almost messed that up, okay. Yes, not your average swing chart, definitely. You gotta look out for a lot more stuff. Hey, checkpoints, that's kind. Ooh, oh god, okay. This visual style is pretty nice, though. Can't surprise me with a zip like that, what the hell? Hey yo, Jungle City reference. Literally? Oh, this is a really vibey song, though, I will say. Like, this is some good fun right here. Oh, this is the same rhythm, right? I think so. Nice. Nice. That that was a really solid swing chart right there. I really enjoyed that. That was really nice. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I mean, maybe I think some of the tile animations might have caught some people off guard there. But wow, this was a really vibey chart. I really enjoyed it. I especially like how diverse the swing rhythms are. Especially, it's gimmick time. All right. I mean, of course, we sometimes got to throw a little bit of a gimmick every once in a while in our lives. And here we go. So this is a custom level that's been suggested 2 times. All right. So at that point, I mean, I kind of have to play it, but sometimes I don't, and you'll see why in the next custom level that I play. But let's explain why they suggested this level. So, first one is, very simplistic, just simple 1-sentence message that says, Cyan Aqua made another cool gimmick chart, and it's really cool, you should play it. The second one was a lot more in depth, that kind of explained a lot more of the mechanics that I feel like would kind of spoil what the things are going to be. I mean, even then, I kind of forgot a little bit of the constellation message anyway. Or, well, they kind of wrote like a constellation message, which if you know who makes a constellation message, you should know who made that message. Anyway, let's just get started. T-1 twirls and turnarounds, or actually Delta T1-1. All right, I forgot to read out that little delta. Yo, shoutouts to Rickery though for making the tutorial music, I guess. All right, well, simple enough, I guess. I mean, I guess I just gotta, read the symbols differently, right? It's just like blue is that. Delta T-2, hot and cold triangles. Okay. That's how that works. Wait, so... Okay, so hot, you immediately do, it's like... If the triangle's facing to the right, well, with the other one, the triangle's I'm trying to that makes no sense when I say it out loud, but you'll get what I mean once I say that. All right, Delta T-3 mirror image. Oh, I totally screwed that up. Yeah, let's just keep going. Totally should probably re-practice that one, but you know what? We don't gotta worry about that. Delta T-4, rhombuses are mid-spins. Honestly, kind of a mega reference, to be quite frank with you. Delta T-5, hands of a clock. Oh god. It's I was the rhombus was in a different color, so I was wait, does that mean something different? Oh god damn it. I have 3 things to remember. Or actually, not even 3 things. You have 4 things to remember, because you gotta remember yellow, red, blue, and then just the regular rhombus. I'm totally gonna fuck up on this, to be quite frank with you, but hey, that's why you're here. So anyway, what is the chart? Delta Time, composed by Fragile Wired, and charted by Cyan Aqua. Anyway, let's get started. Oh, look at this. Some nice little deco usage as always. Oh, it shows a little yellow circle if you mess up slightly. Hey. Well, we're up to pure perfect, right? Am I right? It's all good though. Man, my accuracy's gonna be so bad. Okay, well, the thing is, the triplets here are actually surprisingly fast. I actually gotta tap a little bit quickly for them. And since I don't have that visual feedback that kind of goes along with those triplets, it's actually a little tough for me to kind of internalize it. It's all good though, we got a checkpoint, so... Me not understanding planet rotation. This song has a lot more triplets than I anticipated. Oh god. Oh no, oh my god, the fact that this track is moving while also this is an evil section right here. All right. Hopefully that's the only clock I gotta deal with. Hey, that's it! God damn. Bro, I thought that clock was gonna screw me up a lot more than I thought it was gonna be. Hey, 2 checkpoints though. Yeah. This was certainly a tough chart though, I will say. Oh my god, like, it's so hard to like internalize like because it transitions from a hot triangle into a cold triangle. And like, I don't know how to internalize that. Like, that's such a weird, like, rhythm. I don't know how to, like... I mean, if I saw, like, the mid-spins, I could probably, like, visualize it a lot more easier, but because I'm doing it with, like, symbols only. Of course, that's supposed to be the challenge of it, but, like, damn. That was really hard for me to visualize, but that was a cool chart, though, I will say. Definitely is a challenge, though. You definitely gotta watch out for a lot of things in this chart. Alright, well, here we go. This is what I like to call a certified hood classic for Adobe charts. I will say, oh my god, I've been suggested this chart so many times, you have no idea. But I've never decided to play it because I was so afraid of tech charts at the time. Not because I hated tech charts, like, don't get me wrong, I don't hate tech charts at all. I just thought that I had such a big skill issue that I would never be able to beat them. But here we are. I finally worked up the confidence to beat it. A lot of people said that, like, this chart is... I've beaten harder charts than this. So that gives me a word of comfort, I guess. They said that, you know, there's a couple of magic shapes and some pseudos in there. I mean, of course there's going to be pseudos. I mean, it's a tech chart. Like, that's like the one thing, you know, or not the one thing, but it's like one of the many things that are always kind of included in these tech charts. I guess we'll just get started. Actually, you know, I didn't even explain who even did all the things, all right? So, we have Turkish March, composed by W.A. Mozart, and charted by Aimi Sugai. Oh my god, that hiccup right there. But yeah, well, I guess we'll just get started. I mean, I'm a little nervous right now. I mean, like, it's like, it's a tech chart, and I know it's gonna be hard, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just like, I'm too afraid. Like, I mean, let's just start. Let's just go. This. Okay, maybe I tapped a little too quickly for that. You know what? I think I pressed like 3 keys at once, and that kind of caused the overload. I think oh, well, I'm starting back here. Okay. Oh, it's like right here. Okay. That is a little tricky to understand, actually. It's like 3 quick pseudos in a row, but it's not like... Okay, let's see. Okay, totally don't understand that, but at least I passed, so I guess that's what that matters. Oh, it went a little bit early there. Okay. So, here we go. Magic shape time. So, I mean, of course, as I've explained multiple times before, these are hard because of a little bit more of a funny, more stricter time window. But we'll see how this goes, alright? Okay, got past it. Not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna struggle on that a lot more, but that's fine. Totally did that wrong, but oh, you know, I think I might have tapped too early there. Okay, well, kind of my fault for continuing to talk there, not gonna lie. Actually, was there a checkpoint, or do I start right? Wait, where am I? Wait. I'm hallucinating checkpoints, I think. Okay. Oh my, like, I get so like thrown off by this like little pattern that like I like instantly forget like what's after it. All right. What the hell? Hey, 5 checkpoint clear. Wow, that was a lot more better than I was expecting. Not gonna lie, when I got through those magic shapes, I was like, oh god, I'm about to die on this like 300 times. But I only died on it like maybe like 2 times, I think. I died more on like those freaking like pseudos, like that is not a beginner-friendly pseudo. Like, I mean, I know this is called the introduction to tech charts, but like, you're telling me that, I mean, I've played multiple tech charts before, and none of those tech charts that I've ever played before had like those little like, those like 3 pseudo hits in a row that are like so quick. It's actually, I think it's like a right triangle. Yeah, it is like a right triangle. It's like a right triangle of 3 quick pseudo hits. That is a really tricky thing to hit. I mean, I got through it, but I mean, admittedly, I kind of just spammed through it because, I mean, even though it's on strict right now, I don't think the song is like fast enough to really like punish me for not doing the input correctly. I definitely got to improve upon that because I think that's where I got like a bunch of the earliest from. But hey, I guess a clear is still a clear regardless. Wait, why doesn't it say all strict clear? I did clear it on strict, all right, let's get started. Name I cannot pronounce, composed by name I cannot pronounce, is a normal, really. I mean, it's not exactly a hard chart by any sort of means, but, you know, it gets a little tricky. I mean, even when it's slow, it can be a little bit hard to, like, sight read just because there are a lot of speed changes, especially quadruple speed changes, which might throw you off. And also, it does get, like, I guess a little decently fast when it gets into, like, I guess it's quote-unquote double BPM sections, but they are very simplistic, so that's why it's not really getting any much more higher than a normal. Amazing to Me, composed by Rhea. I think that this is just a hard. It's has some really funky, like, swing offbeats at a pretty moderate speed. It's not very fast, by the way, but since it's fast enough to kind of, for the game to ask you, do you want to put this on lenient? It means that, you know, this certainly has a pace to it, and you definitely got to watch out a little bit. But there is a checkpoint right before those sections as well. And the rhythms do repeat quite often. So if you get it down once, and you keep on repeating it, then you should be able to get through these more faster sections, but definitely can be a little tricky getting used to it first time around, especially if this is your first time messing with these more outside swing beats. Inflamer, composed by Overnote. Advanced, really. I mean, it's not like it does anything like extremely extravagant with what patterns it has. I mean, it has triangles, tracilos, some like irregular patterns here and there, and it's at a moderate pace. So it's just a I'd say like a pretty average advanced level in my opinion. So that's why it's there. Velvet Road, composed by Plum. Now this one is also vast as the other swing chart, but the thing that makes it also be hard, it's not because it has a lot of weird like outside swing rhythms. It's more about it's more dense, and it has a little bit more like patterns going on with it. It's definitely a lot more varied, so you have like extravagant swing loops. You also have like these just regular like triplet triangles, and you definitely gotta watch out for the tile animation stuff. Don't get distracted by it. There's a lot of rhythms here, and it's also at a pretty moderate pace as well. So you definitely got to pay attention on this one as well. And since the rhythms are constantly varying up, it's a really nice chart to really like practice your swing on, I'd say. Delta Time, composed by Rigel Wired. Oh yeah, this is a really easy classification of hard for me personally. Now here's the thing. So not only do you got a gimmick, this isn't like, I feel like if the gimmick went more insane with it, like I could probably see this going into insane actually, if like the gimmick got a lot more crazier than this. But for right now, it is still a pretty tough chart if you ask me, because there's a lot of things you got to remember. You got to remember the cold and hot triangles, how they work, and the mixing of those triangles are really complicated. I've not really figured that out yet. I probably have to play the chart a little bit more to determine it, but there's some really tricky rhythms you got to watch out here, and especially the triplets as well. There's a lot of triplets in this song, so if triplets are your weakness, you might get screwed by those, but you definitely got to just memorize a lot of stuff, because if you forget things, you will have a lot of quick deaths here, especially during the clock as well, especially when things are rotating, and you still have to pay attention to the track very closely to determine what shapes are there, so that way you can play the correct rhythms. But it is a really cool chart. You just gotta make sure that you know your stuff before heading into the main level. Turkish March, composed by W.A. Mozart. Okay, expert. And there's a lot of good reasons for why it's up there, but it's not hard enough to be an extreme. So let's explain. First up, so there are pseudos in the level. Now, normally, this wouldn't really matter. I mean, I put a level that has pseudos in a hard difficulty, but the things that makes it harder is that you have a bit more of a rhythm going on here. You definitely got some more complex stuff going on here, especially when you get into these 90-degree turns that have pseudos within them, and then you have like a pseudo, but then there's like another note, like another 90-degree note after that pseudo. So that's a little weird to play. I'm not sure if it is actually that weird, but it took me a little bit while to get used to it, which is why I was like playing like a bunch of earlies when I was looking back into the footage. And there's also like just like the pseudos that just constantly keep on coming. Like you just have like 1, 2, 3, 4, and every single one of those taps is a pseudo, and that might be a little tricky just because you're pressing like multiple pseudos in a row. It is satisfying to play, I will say, but and there's also the magic shape. Now, I used to struggle with magic shapes a lot. I think I've gotten a lot more better at them just because my overall consistency has gotten a lot more better. But the magic shapes are definitely no joke. That's a long section. I checked through that footage, and you have like no checkpoints through that. So you have terrible stamina, like you cannot tap for a long period of time, that section is going to screw you up so badly. I mean, you can also just turn on a more like comfortable timing window, so that way you can get used to the consistency of the taps. But that section is definitely also tough as well, and that's why it's a formidable chart. It's definitely a challenge. I looked at the BPM. I think it's like 160, which if you double that, that's 320 that you're constantly dealing with. And I guess like 640 if you want to count the quadruple BPM lanes that the magic shapes sometimes have. So you're dealing with something that's not that slow, but not that fast either. So it's like a moderate speed, I'd say. And that's really it for all the customs I've played today. Hopefully you've enjoyed as much as I have. and hopefully I'll see you another day.